Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Enshrouded. Last episode, we went ahead, we killed our first boss, we got ourselves this epic legendary axe, and we started just getting our foot in the world. Now what I want to do though is I want to start building. But in order to start building the way I want, we need to kind of do a couple of these first quests. So the first thing we need to do is we need to go to this ancient spire, we need to climb it, it unlocks a fast travel point. We also need to go get a spark, and then we need to build a shop for the dude. The reason I want to do these quests first before I start building though is one thing we need to do is upgrade our altar, the Shroud Corp. We've already got one, we can expand it, it'll expand from 40 to 80 by 80, and I want to start building before I upgrade because we're going to move this. Then we need to strengthen this, which will let us get to, flame level 2, lets us have more altars, as well as gets us into the next Shroud level, right? So I don't remember which of these quests, but one of these three eventually is going to unlock us the ability to find more of these craftspeople. And I kind of want to unlock the carpenter, that's the word, because you can see in here we have a bunch of blocks, but we don't have any like doors, windows, etc. This guy doesn't unlock it either. He has, what does he have? Dishes? So we can do decorative dishes. We can do a cup and a plate. We can also get this the forge going today, as well as the charcoal kiln. We can do this now. And then I think we can probably do this soon. I think I need some more metal scraps. But anyways, regardless of that, we're going to head to the ancient spire, which is just above the vault we were just at. It's actually that right there. While we're in the shroud, I should probably get some more shroud liquid as well as some shroud wood. But let's test this axe out. I actually haven't really tested much. Oh, it's sweet. And there's a level. Awesome. Well, that's good timing. And I think that's the same one we already have. So I also went ahead and I put some points that we had into runner. Now that we've leveled up, I've got 3 left. I can't quite do double jump yet though, but we might just take this off for now because double jump is pretty important. All we have to do though is go back to our base and respec this. So I think what I'll do for the moment, I'll just get more endurance while we're running. And yeah, that's all we can really do for the moment. You know what? We're gonna respec anyways, so let's just get a bunch of endurance and dexterity. Screw it. These towers look pretty awesome. I mean, that's such a cool look with the sun behind it like that. I think we needed the, what do you call it, the grappling hook. Yeah, we got this though. So we can climb this now. And we can snipe you in the face like you weren't even there. How about you? We'll hit him in the ankle because that's the way you kill a guy, is right in the ankle. So I found a book just back there, and it actually gave us a quest here, this search for hidden tombs, which led us right to here. So the ancient spire is right there, and there's a tomb here, which this quest, the reward for it is like building blocks, which I think, if I remember correctly, these are bone blocks. I'm not 100% sure. Let's grab this. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what this one was. So it's really cool that you can come back in here after you get these, and like, ooh, that's a door. Yeah, that's a door all day. That's a spider, that's what that is. What I was trying to say is it's pretty cool that you can come back here after this because these will respawn, right? So after a half hour or whatever the time limit is, the chests will respawn, and then you can, you can farm the loot, right? So if you want more building blocks, this is the way to do it. I think this is the only way you can unlock them, to be honest, as well. So I'm pretty sure it's these blocks on the floor on the walls here. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Skull blocks. I doubt we'll use them right away, but maybe in the future. This axe is amazing, by the way. Killing level 3s with one hit. I know there's spiders, but still. No, the creature parts while we're in here, and yeah, bone blocks. 261. So it's not a lot, but it's a solid amount if we're ever gonna build like a crypt. Ancient Spire Springlands. So basically, these things are just a place to get some information, but they're basically just a waypoint, like a fast travel point after, and it's just a giant puzzle. I don't think there's any enemies in here, if I remember. We have a respawn point so when we fall off and die, but basically it's just a puzzle. I probably won't show you guys this quick. We'll just bomb through this really fast. So in these places you can see there's that little symbol above the door. Basically all it is it's like a trigger point. We have to find the thing to open it, which is actually right there. Can I hit it from here? Because that's kind of funny. You can. You always gotta check behind pillars because there's always chests kicking around. It's funny because they always hide things, like, not in obvious positions, but, like, they're obvious. And through the power of editing, just like that, we have unlocked fast travel. So we have a fast travel point now to here. The next quest we have to do is this flame altar. But kind of while we're up here, I'm thinking, I wonder, like, we can see everything. Like, there's a little town down there, which looks like it's in the mist we can get to. Is there anything below us? Nothing really there. Over here, I think, is the direction towards home. Yeah, so there's the bridge we can cross it now that we have the grappling hook. I wonder if we should go down here. There's the ancient vault. I think we've been in that. I think that's Rookmore. I think that's the town we were in. I wonder if we should go over to this town over here, that area there, and see kind of what's there. I don't know. Let's explore a little bit. So I kind of wonder, should we go? I think we're gonna go over here. I think we're gonna go check out what's over there. But I think we should probably go down over this way and then run through the fog a bit. I don't really want to just like dive bomb into the fog. Oh, there's a flint mine right there. We could probably get some flintstone out of this. Oh, there's a flame altar here. I don't think I got this when I played before. So that gives us a spark, which technically means we don't have to go over to this area. Technically, we don't have to go over here now. So we know it's there, obviously, but we don't have to go to it. There's lots of flame sanctums, so that's actually awesome. Let's go explore this little town then. Yeah, so while we're in here, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of Shroudwood. For the build that I want to do, I think we're gonna need quite a bit of this actually. I'm thinking what we do is we do like a combination of stone, wood, and Shroudwood. And I think the Shroudwood. Let me see where I'm going here first. Let's put a. Yeah, let's go. What is this quest? Mend old wounds. I'm seeing quests that I don't have yet. Yeah, I kind of think maybe I glitched some of the quests a little bit. So we finally made it to this town. There's a church right here. Looks like it's kind of old and abandoned. There's definitely something I can read in there. We have a respawn point here. And we're gonna look around. But I think I glitched the quest because I still don't have these quests. We have hidden building blocks, which it's a roof of some kind. It's in the church, so we're gonna go get that right now. But the map is showing us the question mark here, but if I click on it, I can see that these are the ancient vaults. So we know that the carpenter is this one. So that's where we're gonna go next. Let's explore this this church though. Sorry it's a little dark. I'll do my best to keep the torch on so we can kind of see what's going on. And then yeah, we'll head back. We'll warp back. We'll fast travel back. And then we'll head to the carpenter. I think that's going to be the critical point to our building that we're going to need. So, oh, what are you? Crazy skeleton necromancer guy? Yeah, you're kind of a chump. I don't remember what's down here. Yeah, I definitely don't remember what's inside this church, but there's guys inside this here. Yeah, we probably shouldn't be here, but I mean, whatever, right? We're here now. Legendary sword. What's with the legendaries? Is that going to be better than what we have? It might be. Oh, and that opened this. Okay, let's kill these guys. Huzzah! So, these guys are easy to fight with this weapon, but they hit fairly hard, to be honest. We're getting lots of salt and lots of bones. I don't know if I'm going to need that right away. Salt, I think I need eventually. I think that's going to be important. I really don't remember. I really love the architecture of this game. Like, this looks so cool. And then, like, this building is obviously super... Oh, there's tomatoes up there. Super run down. But, like, it looks awesome. Okay, so I fast traveled back to base here, and I realized after I got back that I didn't grab these building blocks. We got a quest to do them, and I got that epic sword, and I didn't even continue to get these. So we need to go back there and get this because I'm pretty sure this is the Shroudwood roof, which is what I want to use today. and I didn't grab them. We also went ahead, we got the access to the hunter and the alchemist, which is kind of weird because we can see the carpenter and the farmer. You know, we can click on them and see what they are. So I'm not sure if that's a glitch or if that's just we're not able to, or, you know, we can just see them, whatever. But obviously these guys are the more important ones. However, I think, as you can see here, the red shroud is here. And I kind of wonder if the carpenter is in the red shroud as well. I don't know. So we're going to have to upgrade our shroud level, which basically we can do now. So if you strengthen the flame, we do all this. It lets us get 4 altars, sorry, and go into shroud level 2, which I think we're going to have to do to get the carpenter. And I also want to do this. We have a shroud core, so this will give us 80 by 80. So I'm going to do that now. I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to actually build just a small blacksmith hut for today. Instead of doing like our house, we'll do a blacksmith area, and then we'll do a bigger build later. Because I need to do this. Also, I went ahead and I upgraded our sword a little bit, which I'm kind of glad I ran out of ruins to be able to finish it. So you can see, it's easier if I go into his menu and show you actually. If I go into here and I enhance it, so you can see we have precise, which is on both of these, right? So precise is here. The difference is going to be ambush. So this increases ambush damage by 20%, which is great, but we're not really doing backstab damage yet. However, this 20% of incoming damage is dealt back to the attacker is huge. So I think we're going to keep using the Tainted Axe for now until we have a reason to use the sword, I think. Anyways, I'm gonna plan this out, so let's get building. So I placed the second altar, and you can see like we have 2 now, which obviously doesn't make sense. If we extinguish this, it will take about 30 seconds, and then it goes away. Now, as long as you place thank you. As long as you place their altar, your stuff won't get deleted. If you have like kilns and stuff, things that are specific to like have to be built in an area, and then you don't have one of them down, they'll get destroyed. I don't know if you get refunded or not, but just something to know. I also think eventually I'm gonna want to lift this. I wanted to now, but I don't really know how I want to do the build yet, so I'm not gonna lift it yet. We'll probably have to destroy it in the future. We do have the shroud core. We'll get lots of them, so it's not a big deal. So let's upgrade this, which will give us our a larger work area. So I can see now if you go into here, we can go all the way back to here now, which is a pretty big distance. And we're actually going to build this little hut right kind of in here, I think. All right, with the foundation kind of laid out, I'm going to walk you guys through this. So this is our basic floor plan. This area down here is a 2 by 2.5. So if I go into our tool here, you can see I got this one full block, and then a half here. So these are just the floor, well, they're ceiling tiles, I think they're called. But it's, I use them for flooring, obviously. And then up here is a 2.5 by 5. So it's a full block, and then a half block here by 5 long. Now, obviously, this game doesn't have structural support like Valheim, but we're going to do some cool stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of blocks unlocked yet, so we're kind of stuck with stone and wood and whatever. But we're going to do some interesting things here. So what I want to do, though, is over here, we're actually going to lift... turn snapping off. We're going to lift this probably, well, let's use the stairs. We're going to lift it by, I think, another time. We'll do it at the half-ish of this block. Let's go down 1 if we can. Yeah, something like that. So we'll destroy all these underneath here. So what we can do is we're going to actually go up to this, to the single 1x1s. And if we go in here, we can actually go here and remove these, get some of our things back, you know, and obviously make this look proper. Can I duck underneath there? No. So we'll do it, well, whatever. I'll clean this up in a little bit. I'm not too worried about this, but what we're going to do is we're going to lift this floor. So we're going to go here, we're going to do one of these, and our floor is actually going to be this high. Not that one. Let's do it right there. So this is where this corner is going to be. I'll have to obviously fix this because we're a little bit, you know, we're not quite square. But we're going to do kind of like a multi-level thing. So this will be exterior with a bit of a roof on it. We'll put our kiln out here, our blacksmith stuff out here, and this will be the dude's house. And then we'll make the sides all tidy. I need to move. Well, apparently I suck at placing things, so I need to fill this in here. I need to fill that gap in there. So let's just do that real quick. Yeah, we definitely need to get the carpenter as soon as possible because I can't make a bed, obviously, and it sucks trying to build at night and show us what I'm doing. So once we get that, we can build a bed and do this. But what I've been doing throughout the night is I've been placing these pillars, and what I'm trying to do here, you can see how this one's best example. They're only catching by one edge piece here, so they're stuck out on this side and this side. And the reason for that is I'm trying to make some interesting geometry is the best word. I don't know if that's the best word. But what we're going to do is we're going to put like a wall. Say the wall is here, right? We're going to do this. And it looks very flat and plain. Now then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do something like this using this column piece. And, you know, wood, that's not the right spot at all. Let's do it again, right? I have snapping off, but... So it'd be something like that, right? Except for this wood, that looks bad. I have a better solution, but it's going to take us a minute to do it. So then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take these columns, and we're going to do up at the top, we're going to do on... This is kind of hard to see from that angle. Let's do it from this angle. We're going to do stone on the top like this, all the way around. So this is going to be a full wall high from this level, right? So I put it there, it's a full wall high. And if I put it here, it's a little bit lower, just because that's how I'm doing it, I guess. I don't know, with the step here, that's what I wanted. So when we do this, you can see it's sunk in. So the wall now, I'm going to use wood so you can see it. The wall is going to be in one. Right, so on the top, they're flush, you can see there. On the outside, it's sunk in. But again, this looks kind of boring. So what I need to do is get the shroud wood roofs, and then I'll show you guys how to fix this. So the quest says it's in the church, but I don't remember where in the church. Let's take this guy out again. Okay, yeah. Just feel free to attack. I mean, I was right here, so I probably, like, walked right past it. Oh, it's up top. I bet you it's up here. I bet you it makes sense that the roof blocks for the church are in the roof of the church. There we go. Oh, it's stone shingles. Okay, so it wasn't the ones I was thinking of, but I think this works just the same for what I want. Where's the shroud ones? I forget then. So these blocks aren't quite the same as the ones I was looking for, but it doesn't matter. They're going to do the same thing. It's a slightly different texture. So you can see, obviously, if I place the roof, we get the stone shingle look, and on the bottom, there's like this wood texture. Now, what we can do, if we actually go into here and do single roof blocks. So if you put a block here, it's just this. If you do that, you'll get the roof textures, right? However, if I delete that one, see how there's this wood texture underneath? Well, we can use that to go vertically and horizontally. Now, it obviously doesn't work there, but if I do another one, it'll fill this in. And if you keep doing it, it doesn't look great. You know, it'll look dumb. But then if you do one higher, you're going to get... it's hard to do, but you get this look where I have to just click it, right? That's all. One sec. Go up one, right? I need to do it from a better angle. Let's just do this. Up right there. And if you keep doing it, you'll get that look. Now it gives you this little bump on top, but if you put it in the right spot, it doesn't look that bad. And if we go right across here like this, it's going to give us this like stone shingle or piece, whatever. It's not going to look as good as I thought, actually. So it doesn't look it doesn't work exactly how I thought it was supposed to. For some reason, I thought this would be thinner. I don't know why, but I remember testing this before and it was thinner. But regardless of that point, you can see by doing these vertically, you get this different wood texture. If I was to use the actual rough wood block, now there might be more wood we don't have unlocked, but if I use the rough wood, it's a big difference in the look, and I really prefer this refined look to this one. And I think the shroud wood is even better looking texture. Now, obviously, you can't determine where these little notches go, but I mean, who cares? It looks good like this. So I don't know if I'm gonna do this the piece going down all the way or not. I might just leave it like this and do the wood piece. We'll kind of play that by ear as we go. So I will say, this is the one time where I hate this camera angle. If you're using these blocks, I only find it with this one, it's hard to see. If you do this, it's very hard to line things up. If you use this angle, it's not as bad, but because your character's kind of like off the side when you do it like this angle really sucks to try to place these, as you can see. Well, apparently I have no idea what I'm talking about. I was looking here for something, and I didn't realize, but I guess we can make beds and tables and stuff through our workbench. And I thought all of this was through the carpenter. I keep saying craftsman, and I don't know why. Through the carpenter. So I made a bed, which unlocked so I made the mattress, which unlocks the bed. For now, we've just made this. So we can at least skip the night. And we can do doors and windows and all this stuff too. So I don't recall why I thought that we had to have the other guy, but whatever. So the moment what I'm doing is I've got this all framed out, and you can see I'm kind of experimenting with the different types of wood here. So this is shroud wood, and this is the regular rough wood. Now our door isn't straight, and that's annoying. I need to move this over one block, which is annoying because that's going to bug the hell out of me. But I kind of think because of this roof thing we're doing here, the shroud wood looks a little bit better. I mean, it makes it darker. It's hard to see because it's morning and the mist is stupid. But I think we're going to do shroud wood all the way around, and then yeah, I think that'll look better. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you think that the shroud wood is not the right way to go. You can also see here what I've been doing. So down here, this looks all broken and gross, and I'm doing that on purpose. So throughout some of these areas, as we go, I am going to take, let's do this. I'm going to break this up. So this looks boring, right? But if I go here and put, a couple pieces of rubble, just more stone, in various places, especially in the corners here, we'll just stack it up. Little decorations help make the builds feel, more lived in, I guess. Maybe lived is not the right word, but just more like not just a square piece of stone, So if I get rid of this, you can see all these things I've been doing using this like smaller block. So I broke that. I only broke two. If I do this, it's only break the top one, and that's because I filled it in that way. But now if I put this and I do it, this is going to be a waste because it's a full stone block behind. But if I do something like this, you can see we kind of get more of a look back there. And then I can come through here and break some of this and just make some better, that's a weird looking shape, but we can just make some shapes, right? And that kind of fills in, gives us this little look. And then it looks more like, it's falling apart. It's been here for a minute. And it's not just, a brand new build in a world that's destroyed and falling apart. And I think that really helps sell this. So we're gonna do that a bunch. I just realized these are different levels, and that is gonna bug me, I think. And I actually went back to this wood instead of the shroud wood. It was too dark. I did the whole outside, and I was like, it doesn't contrast enough. It looks very gray, and I didn't like it. So I went back to this. Let's figure out roofs. Okay, so the unfortunate part that I don't like about this is we only really have like one slope angle, right? We can't like change the pitch, right? So we can't do like a 40-degree roof and a 30-degree roof, whatever. We're kind of stuck with one. So to do a roof here obviously doesn't work, right? Because it'd be hanging over too much. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do a roof like this on this part, right, on the outside here. So something like that. And then here we'll do our roof going this direction, like that, right? And then we'll make them match, and let's. So we're gonna use obviously the stone shingles, and I don't have enough, so I'm gonna have to go get more. But what we're gonna do is kind of the same thing I do with all my builds. We're gonna go down, so it's gonna actually intersect that stone piece, and I think I'm one spot too far. Can I jump? Yeah. So yeah, I need to go over one to the left because this needs to overlap. So right there, I think, is going to be the ideal spot. Now, we're going to have some trouble probably because this probably won't match in the center. Yeah, so because of how I did this, I either have to move... Wait, Yeah, no, they're right. Okay, so because of how I did this, I have to either move one of these back, which I can easily do, or I have to do this a bit differently, because you can see, obviously, that doesn't fit, right? It makes a lip on this side, which we don't want. So what I can do is we can kind of do this, and that should... Ooh, that's going to make a weird roof, isn't it? I guess it just makes a weird piece on the end, because this will be going all across, so it won't be that bad. Yeah, I don't mind that, actually. It makes this end piece a little weird, but, like, I mean, it doesn't look that bad, actually. So this part will be where it kind of has to be, make some decisions, right? So we're going to have to put this, I want it to be lower. Obviously, I don't want the roof to be up here. That would be kind of weird for this little, like, super low drop-down area. So what I think we'll do is we'll just kind of, like, this is probably close to the center-ish here somewhere. So let's pick a spot. I mean, let's just experiment. Let's do right there. Right? That's... I should probably do it right over the door, I guess, actually, shouldn't I? Turn snapping off, because we've done this at a weird spot. We'll go up one, back one. We're not quite perfect to the door. Yeah, we'll be alright. I might go one higher, and then we'll do the smaller roof, the 2-meter roofs, which they're not that much smaller, but they help a little bit for doing this stuff. So you can see if we do that, it's kind of low, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we put these back now. So this is going to give us the chance to, like, customize our roof a little bit. Let's just put this here. I want it to hang quite a bit farther. So it's going to be a little bit, like, lopsided, which I think is fine. If we stretch this all the way out, I think it'll look pretty good. So we're going to have to do, though, obviously if I put this here, right, which is fine, it fills it in. We're going to have blocks on the inside right there. You can see that. So we're going to have to go through afterwards and clean these up, because obviously we don't need stuff going through the roof. And then we got to figure out now how we want to deal with this, because obviously this looks stupid, right? So in here we have a bunch of overlap, so this is going to be the roof on the outside where it connects. And what we're probably going to do is delete these and delete this. So this can be a little tedious to do it this way. There's probably a better way, but honestly, it's not too bad. And because if you make a mistake like that, you just press Y and fix it. And then I think if you do this right, like if you, as you're doing this, you can see the blocks blend together so well. I love the building system for this, because you can just get rid of this and it looks like they match. Right, so you can see how, as we delete this, it fills in just perfectly. And then what we can do, depending on how we want to do this, we would either be able to put a piece here or a slight, like, balcony, maybe? Ooh, that might be an idea. So the one thing I'm realizing is, because the way I built this, obviously this, I didn't use full blocks, so like this was 2.5 wide, right? And because of that, you can see this looks a little weird. Now, I made the roof purposely not symmetrical, right? So this side is shorter than this side, right? So in here, if I go into this, if I roll forward apparently, if I go in here, you can see like this side has like 2 blocks farther down than this one, which throws this off. And the reason it looks so bad, I think, is because this needs to be forward another, I don't know, 3 or 4 blocks, but that's going to throw the roof into a weird spot as well. So I'm messing around with this because I don't like how this connects right now, but I don't know if I can make that better, to be honest. This might change also to wood instead of stone. That might help it. And then same with over here. I might, the sun's in the eyes. I'll change this to be stone, because then it'll fit, or to be wood, because it'll fit a little bit nicer. And then we'll do the same on this side. So I've been kind of messing around with the look of this thing overall, right? So what I've done is I've actually extended this out. So this is now a 3x2, 3x2 or 3x3? It is a 3x2, and this might come out. I mean, who knows? This is just temporary, right? So I've added this roof part here, and then I've cut the inside of it out, filled it, filled the pieces so that they match. So we get this nice transition. And then I'm putting a floor up here for like a blacksmith, like, I don't want to say a balcony, but like a storage area. So this staircase will come out and there'll be like a ladder or something up here. This floor might even extend over into this like living area. So it's like a loft kind of thing for, storage or whatever. We'll put windows and stuff over there. And then the reason I kind of lifted it here, this is like up by 1, and I did it because I was trying to mess around with the look of this. So I'm using the roof tiles here again to make these pillars, and I think it looks really good like this. Like, it kind of complements this one going all the way around with a little bit of stone. I think it breaks up just wood and stone. I mean, I know it's still wood, but it's a different texture of wood, right? So now we gotta figure out this piece, and I gotta figure out this transition. One thing I had to do, because the way the floor matches, I had to go, whoops, let's go here. Let's go into this. So if I break these pieces, you can kind of see it. So the floor ends here, but then the roof didn't connect. So if you put roof pieces there, it does a nice blend, nice transition to like tie them in together. So we'll have to do that on this side as well. We might have to do a little bit over here. Like, it's not perfect over here, but only way to fix it over here, I think, is actually if I do this and then put a roof tile there. Something like that, which I might have to do. I think I'm almost done now. I went ahead and I extended this out again. We added this like fence rail thing around here, kind of like frame this in a bit. So we have this stair now and another stair here. This is all kind of done. I've deleted the stone piece that was across the center of this. I think that just looked odd, and I don't mind how this looks. Like, I like having the stone in the back because it's kind of suspending this, and then these are just obviously the pillars to hold it. We framed this, like I said, and then inside I have added kind of a loft area. I've used the roof technique to kind of fill these pillars in, which I think looks really, really good. It kind of adds like more detail in here, like especially in these corners. It definitely adds something. Man, that light's bright. It definitely adds something to the look. Unfortunately, I don't have a ladder unlocked yet, so I'm gonna have to get rid of this. But then up here, I did the roof thing here as well to kind of like frame these in. And then we've made this little loft area that's kind of like an open concept, I guess. I don't really know what we're gonna do with this, but it's a cool idea. And then I framed kind of a doorway here. These windows, I don't really know how to deal with yet. So, man, that light is bright. Wow. Can I do this different angle so you guys can see? So the center of this obviously doesn't fit the center of... Okay, let's do this a different way because that's too bright. The center of these, you can see if I put the window there, the center of the window won't center to the center of that piece. So putting windows is kind of annoying on this top one. So we're gonna figure that out later because I don't really know what to do. On this side, I put a little bit of a balcony and then framed it in. I don't know if I like it or not yet, but for the moment, I mean, this works. The morning sunlight is so damn bright. I also need to finish this. I haven't finished the wood on the sides yet, which I'm going to do later. For now, this is the view that I'm most important, and that's, I think, looking really, really good. So let's put some lights in here if I can. Do I actually have the ability to do lights? We can do candles and torches and skull candles. We can't do much, but what I can do, I think, we can make the charcoal kiln. We'll put that down. Then once we have charcoal done, we'll put the forge in there, and we will move the blacksmith and get him all set up. So we can rotate this kind of into place where we want it. Now it's going to overlap a bit with the door thing, but that's okay. I think this is a good spot. We could also put the door in. I went ahead and made just a basic wood door. That's all right. Looks not bad there. Let's put some stuff in here to I was gonna say smelt, but to cook, I guess. Let's do half the stack. So we're gonna get charcoal there. It's gonna take 5 minutes, so it's gonna be we get what, 20, 30 charcoal. So what I want to do, the reason I'm splitting that is I want to mess around with the final decoration of this place. So one thing that's really cool about this game is, like, obviously you guys see how like the textures and stuff join when you put them down. If I put terrain here, so a single terrain block, if I just use, let's use dirt. Dirt. So if we use dirt blocks, you can see like the grass will actually like lift, and I believe you can get like flowers and stuff to grow, and it grows around like the stone blocks. So you can kind of shape your what do you call it, your terrain to look really, really interesting. So I want to do that in a bunch of spots and kind of fill this in, make this look, you know, way more not so like uniform, right? All right, well, I'm pretty much out of dirt blocks, but you get the idea. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take some time between episodes and like kind of finish that up. And we'll kind of make this look a little bit better. So I think our charcoal should be done. I grabbed some. Yeah, okay. So charcoal's done. Well, there's still a little bit going, I guess. I've moved a couple of our chests here. Let's make our forge. At least I think I can make it now. Forge. Okay, so that's made, which that's going to let us do, you know, better equipment and stuff, which is going to be awesome because I really want to upgrade our stuff. This first stuff it just doesn't look good, you know. Let's put the forge kind of. I mean, let's put it here for now. It's, you know, we're gonna move some stuff. This is all, you know, this is the blacksmith's house though, so we have lots to do. Let's take him now and let's put him in here. I think he needs to be under the roof. I might move that actually. If I put him here, does it finish the quest? It does. I guess while we're here, it's time we upgrade our altar, which is the next big step. I think I needed the spark. I don't have resin. Where did I put resin? So now we should be able to strengthen our flame. Perfect. Level 2. That gives us that quest complete. And I guess, does it give us more quests? It does. The spark of knowledge has erupted within. Ready yourself to unveil the secrets of our past. Find the 2 ancient obelisks of the Springlands to learn the world's fate. A story of rot and fire. Oh, okay. Only those who seek the truth shall find it. Awesome. So that's going to put our story moving forward. There's more? Yes, we can expand it. Thank you. So now we should be able to improve it. Oh, build another one. Okay. A story of fire, a story of rot. So those are our 2 next ancient obelisks to do. But yeah, our blacksmith house is done-ish. There's a few things left to do. We'll work on that. Actually, let's see what our forge gives us now. So we can do metal sheets. We need charcoal and metal scrap, which I have some. Let's do that. And does he give us anything more now? So shields, we can do a rising fighter shield. We can do swords or whatever. But we can now do the rising fighter set. So 15 physical, so 42 resistance on this, whereas our chest currently is 26. So big upgrades. We'll start working on those next episode, I think. I'll let this stuff smelt. I'll get a bunch of materials ready. I'm going to finish doing a few small things around the base here, around this guy's house. I'll probably light it up, do that. I'll finish the wood around the edge. Yeah, guys, I am going to call this episode here. I really hope you enjoyed the build episode. Let me know if you want more of like a tutorial style thing, or if you guys just prefer this kind of building that I do, where I just kind of do it and tell you what I'm doing. Because I think we're going to do a lot of building in the future. We have to do at least 5 more buildings, because I need 1 for every craftsperson, plus myself. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I'll see you next time.